Hello, Sarah here. You're about to hear a sample from our new Patreon bonus episode, an interview with Holden Ringer. Holden is a pedestrian advocate who just finished walking across the country. If you'd like to hear the whole thing, along with our back catalog of Patreon bonuses, you can get access by supporting us on Patreon. Just go to thewaroncars.org and click on Support Us. Thanks. A lot of the time when people see someone walking on the side of a road where most people don't walk, they think of that person as being a loser in some way. They have to have had a DUI or they don't have any money.
Yeah.
You're sort of a nice-looking young white man, right? And I'm sure that in a lot of your life, people respond to you as, oh, here's somebody that deserves some consideration. But probably when you were walking on the side of the road pushing that stroller, you might not have been considered in the same way as you usually are in life. And I'm just wondering if you thought about that at all, like how people were seeing you as you walk down the street.
Yeah, I think for one, there is very much an indifference of being a vulnerable road user, where it's like, it's a very equalizing, quality. For me, it's like, I'm an able-bodied white guy, young guy who's able to walk across the country. There have been, women, people of color be like, I couldn't do that. And I think it's like, for them, there would be definitely different difficulties than, what I experienced. But I think at the end of the day, it's like the core difficulty that I was experiencing, like dealing with cars, it's like, it doesn't matter, what skin color you are, it doesn't matter what gender you are, it doesn't matter, what your sexual orientation is. Like, that car is indifferent on who you are. That driver's indifferent, they're gonna hit you regardless. And, maybe they'll render aid or maybe they won't. So I think there was definitely a lot of that. I remember specifically in South Carolina, because South Carolina was the least walkable state of the entire walk. However, South Carolina was probably also the state where I saw the most amount of people walking, because it's, there's just a lot of poor folk that have no alternative. And I remember very much a specific situation. It was on US 123 in Seneca, South Carolina, where I was standing, waiting to go across this busy road, no crosswalk or anything like that, but just in the distance, I see this woman in a wheelchair just coming on the side of the highway, and she's like over the far right part of a lane, but it's like high-speed traffic, like 40, 50 miles an hour, just like zooming by her, and she's just trying to get to the Walmart, but there's no sidewalk for her or anything like that. And this woman probably does this consistently, constantly, probably part of her daily routine, and it just feels very dehumanizing that, this community can't build a sidewalk. Meanwhile, it's like right before I saw that, I walked by, it was the South Carolina Department of Transportation depot. Their tagline is "Safety is our first priority." There's a lot of situations like that. And sure enough, when I'm walking through the rest of South Carolina, I'm sure, if I was talking to the electeds there, it's like, we don't have the money for the sidewalk. We don't have the money for the shoulder. But they've got plenty of money for highway widening projects. They got plenty of money for new interchanges, and I think that's really the disconnect in a lot of situations.